All righty. Okay, I think that we are
good. We're streaming on Facebook now.
Okay, good. Good.
All right.
Okay, I'll mute myself as I continue to let people in the waiting room.
All right, Allie's going to continue to let people in the waiting room since, oh goodness, my connection for my internet might be a little unstable here. So if I pop in and out, I apologize. I just got
You're okay.
Okay. So we're going to get started. We're going to kind of keep this to that 30 minutes that we all promised you. But first of all, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Stephanie. I am a senior division leader here at Park Lane. Celebrated my 2-year anniversary here, but I am not new to the direct selling industry. I've actually been in the industry for almost 10 years, selling jewelry just with a different company. And I was super intrigued about Park Lane 2 years ago and obviously hopped on with our direct appoint program, which is really exciting. But we are just so thrilled that you decided to hop on today, whether that's because you love jewelry and fashion, or someone invited you, maybe they thought you loved all of the pieces in the jewelry from maybe an online show that you attended over the last few months. Maybe you're looking for another option right now during the pandemic. Obviously, a lot of us are looking for other ways to make some extra income, especially during the holidays. Or, like I said, the way I came in, maybe you've heard about us in our direct appoint program, and you kind of want to hear a little bit more about why Park Lane is so unbelievably fabulous. All right, so a couple of things that we are going to talk through today, and I'm going to talk through a few of them, and then Allie's going to jump on and talk through some of the others, are the 5 major questions that most people have when they're looking into a new opportunity. Okay, so the first question is going to be, why direct sales? All right, why direct sales? I'll be answering that. Why jewelry? All right, why Park Lane? And why now? And can I really do this? Okay, and we are going to go through all of these, like I said, in the next 25 minutes or so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave some time for any questions that some of you might have. If there are any questions while we are going live, you can go ahead down to the chat section and we will try to check that periodically. All right, so you can go ahead and do that too if I've talked about something and maybe you've missed that. All right, so let's get started with the first question, which is why direct sales, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of give you my background, all right? I had nothing to do with direct sales until I came on about 10 years ago with my former company. I was actually a teacher for years, and after I had my firstborn, I decided to stay home. After I had my 3rd child, I was really itching to get out and just have some girl time, like probably a lot of you are feeling right now during this pandemic. And at my 3rd was only 2 months old when I heard about my former company and I jumped into direct selling. And again, my why at that time was purely just to get out of the house. I had 3 children under the age of 5, so it was a little crazy. And to meet girls, maybe have a glass of wine, maybe make some extra income for me to just go out to lunch with my kids or treat them to, you know, a cute new outfit at Baby Gap, whatever. But just to kind of do the little extras, not feeling super guilty. Okay. I was blessed enough to be able to be a stay-at-home mom, but you know, you kind of still have that pull to make your own money and feel good about yourself. And that's exactly what I did. And honestly, before I started in this industry, in the jewelry industry, I had not worn a ton of jewelry. I would wear, you know, my simple pieces that I would wear every day. My Tiffany necklace my husband gave me years prior, and probably just a small pair of hoops. I was not a big fashionista at all. And I actually still don't feel like I am. But what I love about jewelry, and we'll talk about that in a minute, is just, it goes with everything. And there are so many different styles for everybody. All right. So after I started in the direct selling industry, I knew after my first month that this is definitely something I wanted to pursue. All right. I quickly saw the income potential. So some of you might be also asking about that, right? Like, how does this really make any money, direct selling? Yes, it does. All right. And we will talk through some of those numbers in a little bit. But within a month, I had made $1,000 in extra income. And to a stay-at-home mom, that was like, I won the lottery. All right. And I was able to, again, buy my first laptop computer, and I was so proud of myself. And I knew then and there that that was it. I was just going to keep on doing this. again, with 3 young children. Nobody was in school yet. All right. So then through those next 10 years, kind of fast forward, I've been able to work this business alongside kids that were in preschool, kids that went into elementary school. And now I have a high schooler, a 7th grader, and a 4th grader. All right. So different seasons in my life, I've been able to work through this. And what I've realized, even with my teaching background, again, not ever being in this type of sales industry before, that just having that has made me really love the coaching aspect of this business. And that might not be something that you're thinking about at all. You might, again, just be like me and how I was 10 years ago and just want a little girl time, some social interaction online, or, you know, a quick little $200, $300, you know, a week or a month in some extra income. Okay, so I just wanted to share a little bit of my background so you kind of know that this is not something that I've grown up into and knew everything about. I knew nothing about it. But as you will see with direct sales, it's the community aspect as well. We are all such a supportive community. And if you've been in this type of sales before and another company, you will also see that. You'll see that people are really helpful. But I can especially say that at Park Lane, I have felt like truly like I'm part of their family. And even though we always say they're a family-owned business, I truly feel that every day I'm waking up and our community is like a family. We support one another. We are just constantly cheering one another on. We are helping each other with different ideas if we get stuck. Again, just like this pandemic, all right, we have literally come together as a tribe over the last 6 months and turned our businesses around and really figured out how to do this around our families all virtually. Okay, so we are all virtually right now. And what I love also about direct sales is that you can work as little or as much as you want. Okay, I have women that I work with every day that are loving just doing one virtual party a month. And then others that are like, I want to do 2 or 3 a week. There's no right or wrong. It's what you decide you want to do. You get that flexibility with direct sales to kind of create your own income. So that's pretty cool. I also wanted to highlight that over 3/4 of women who do, or men too, that are in the direct selling industry also have a full-time job on top of this. So I work this business full-time, but there are so many women just like you, if you're listening and have a full-time job, that also do this. I have a teacher on my team with a baby, a less than 1-year-old baby, who is doing her virtual teaching during the day and she's doing her virtual parties at night. And it just gives her that outlet to do something fun, because as we know, it's kind of like a crazy time right now. All right. And it's very lucrative. This industry is super lucrative. People in the direct selling industry can make up to $50,000 a year, if not more, if you really work your business. So all of that being said, I just want you guys to know right here that this is an industry that's not going away either. So it's something that, again, you can work flexibly, within your family for years to come. All right. So now I'm going to kind of touch on why jewelry. Now, this is the simple thing. All right. Like I told you, I didn't sell jewelry before, 10 years I've been doing jewelry, but before then I wasn't even a jewelry person. But why jewelry? Because it fits everyone. And jewelry, let's just face it, makes everybody happy, right? If you're giving a pair of earrings to somebody or a bracelet as a gift, you immediately see them smile. It brings joy to their life. It's simple, right? It's not something hard. You don't have to study about jewelry. I mean, when we have new lines coming out and I'm doing my online shows, I have cue cards around here, like little sticky notes all over the place. I'm not studying about this or that and, all this crazy stuff before I go online. It's just fun. I'm showing them how to wear it and I'm actually just sharing it. And that's more of what we do, sharing, not selling. Okay. What I also love about jewelry is there's minimal investment. All right. So right now, especially because we're doing everything online, just getting your starter kit. All right. We have this great special for $99. You get $500 in jewelry of your choice. So I always tell people, grab what you're going to wear because that's how you're going to sell it. But you really don't need a lot. if you have 5-10 pieces and you're doing an online party, we've got the whole platform, our whole website available to every customer to go and to look at. So it's very simple. We don't have any kind of overhead. We don't have inventory pieces that we have to keep at home. Nothing like that. It's just purely simple. All right. And it's portable too. You could take it anywhere. When I was away over the summer, we went to Delaware. I'm actually outside of Philadelphia. I think I forgot to say that, but we were in Delaware for the week. And I was like, I'm taking my jewelry with me, just in case I feel like popping online and doing something fun in one of my VIP groups, or maybe somebody wants to do an online show while I'm there. And it takes, a half hour, 45 minutes out of my time that I could tell the kids, hey, you guys go outside to the pool. I'll meet you guys there in a little bit, but it's portable. You could take it anywhere and you can sell anywhere. And you're not, packing up the car, loads and loads of things in the car. And then the best thing, which is all around what we're going to be talking about right now, why now, is it's such a great gift. It's a giftable item. And as we're heading into Q4 for the holiday season, this is going to be something that people are going to want. All right. Not a lot of people are going to feel safe enough to go out shopping. And unfortunately, there's a lot of stores that are just not opening their doors right now. We are going to have the platform this holiday season that people are going to need. All right. They are going to be doing a lot of online shopping, and we have gifts for everyone, all ages, any person that you have on your list that we can truly gift this beautiful jewelry to. All right. And of course, it's affordable. We're going to go over quickly in a little bit about our sale, but if you've already attended one of our style events, or you've been a hostess, you will know that we have great deals and steals. So that's also a great way to sell our jewelry. People love to get a deal. And we are also, this is really wonderful about jewelry, is that it really is something special for everyone. You really will find that with jewelry, it really does, like I said in the beginning, make people smile. I mean, I feel, especially now during this pandemic too, I've got pajama pants on now. I'm not going to lie. Right. And I say that to everybody when I'm doing my online shows. I throw a top on, I throw some earrings on, I put a little lip gloss on, and guess what? That's all I need. And all of a sudden I feel pretty again. So even if you're working from home and people that are working from home, they're grabbing these fun essentials right now to make them feel good when they can't get out into the real world. So jewelry is definitely where it's at right now. All right, so now we're going to kind of move on to, well, then why Park Lane? And I'm going to leave it to Allie. She's going to start talking about that.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got to bear with me because we still have people joining. So okay. I might be going back and forth, all right? Okay, so here are the main reasons. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Allie Santano. I'm in the Dallas area, Rockwall, if you're from this area. And I have been in this industry for 12 years now. 2 years ago is whenever I was introduced to Park Lane, and also joined and partnered with the company under the Direct to Point program, which I'll tell you briefly about in just a moment. Something that really makes Park Lane really unique. And just like Steph did, but was with another jewelry company previous for 10 years. And I came into this industry with no intention of actually having a business. I didn't even think about, I'm going to earn some extra income. For me, it was, I do this with my two sisters, and they were doing it. And I just was like, well, can I? It was mainly the main reason why I did it. I kind of just thought it'd be fun to do with my two best friends. I was also in my third trimester, and I'm one of those people didn't enjoy being pregnant. I do love my child, but I didn't love being pregnant. It was not fun for me. And it made me feel cute. It made me happy. It made me feel better. It lifted my spirits. I looked in the mirror and felt cute versus, not. And so I joined for completely different reasons than Steph did. I don't have a teaching background. I was that person that I've always been in sales, computer sales, pharmaceutical sales. And I was like, heck no, I don't want to manage anyone. I will never go into management ever. And what's so interesting about the leadership side of this business is that it is the most rewarding part of this business, because I just love it whenever I get a message from a stylist telling me, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I just paid for my car payment. Like, it's the best feeling being able to help women, just empower women to be able to make a difference, through selling or sharing sparkly things. And right now we're doing it online. I also have yoga pants on. I have the same pants on I threw on to take my daughter to school, but I did put a cute top on with some ruffles, just like Steph has. So that's just a little bit about me. But why Park Lane? Well, Park Lane is and I do have some notes because it's hard. I don't want to leave anything out, but it is literally the largest and longest standing jewelry direct sales company out there. I'm letting people in as I talk. It's family owned and operated. It's been around for 65 years. Just a tiny little background. Is female founded by Shirley Levine, and her husband helped her with this company back in the 50s. And now 3 of her sons run the company together. It's based out of Chicago. She was a stylist and a leader with the company, leading a sales team for 20 years. So what I see a lot in this industry are companies that are led and started by people who have never done this job before. And I think it's really something that makes it extremely unique and special about Park Lane, that 3 of her sons, she had 8 children, and 3 of her sons actually run the company together, one of which, who was in the industry, sold and led a team for, I actually don't know how many years, but a very large organization. So he also knows exactly what it's like to lead and sell and lead in this industry. We only offer one product, that's jewelry. Easy to transport whenever we are doing things in person. Right now, I have all mine right there, and it just stays right there. But here's what's really cool, and something that was meaningful to me is that there's something for every single person on the planet in terms of style. I have ladies that I work with that are just like me, and then I have ladies that wouldn't be caught dead in a denim shirt, because they completely different style type. So there's something for everyone. And that was very important to me. It's not just a niche market. I think it's hard whenever you can become very niche in your style when you have a company like this. It's an untapped market, honestly, right now, because since the company is 65 years old, it goes through generations of stylists. Like nobody does this forever. They get to a point wherever they want to retire out, just like we all hope to do one day. And so it really is a ground floor opportunity right now with an established company. And I'll share a little bit about that more in a minute. But here are the programs that make Park Lane really, really special. And I'm not going to go through all of them because that could take 30 minutes on its own. During this pandemic, we have seen an explosion in our business. And here's the main reasons why. And it's what makes Park Lane really special. The customer sale program. We own up to the fact that people love a deal. Like, who doesn't love a deal? Jewelry is consumable. Fashion is consumable at this point. It is so low priced that you use it a little while and then you want new. Like, that's kind of how fashion is. And the jewelry with our customer sale is at that price point. You can shop at 50% off. Our customers do choose what they want to shop at 50% off. And they get that by getting 2 pieces at full price. And it can be 2 pair of little dotty studs that are $20 each. And then you get 50% off the higher priced pieces. Okay. There's specials that we offer free shipping. And there's this unconditional guarantee as well. So that is what at in-person shows, jaws drop whenever we share with them the sale. They're like, wait a second. So it's kind of like going into Nordstrom. You go get a couple of like $20 lip glosses, right? Then you go upstairs, you get your Free People at half price. You get your 4 different Free People tops or whatever at half price. Then you may go over to the handbag section. And this is every single month we have this special. You go get your Louis Vuitton handbag for $25, not $2,500. So we don't have any $2,500 pieces in our collection. If we did, I'm sure they wouldn't give it to us for $25. No, but that is what's so incredibly amazing about our sale. Our customers love, they can curate their own sale, and our hostesses love it too. So that's the other program that has the insane rewards that makes it very, very special and unique. So let me just tell you a little bit. If you don't know much about this industry, it does not exist without hostesses. Never let anybody tell you that this industry exists without hostesses. Our hostesses are the people that introduce us to our next customers. Well, first of all, they introduce us to their friends. And that's like the biggest compliment and vote of trust, confidence that I've ever can take from someone. Because most of our hostesses, we might meet the week before at a party. And so they introduce us to their friends, which end up being our next customers, end up being our next hostesses that would like to invite us to, introduce us to their friends. Many of our customers and hostesses decide that they would like to also, start a little side hustle or build a big business on the side of something else. And so our hostesses are everything. So to have them want to gather in person, or much easier right now, do a fun online style session, we need to make sure that they feel 100% appreciated. And they do that through the very lucrative host rewards program. Most companies, it depends on the sales of the company. The sales of your party. But with Park Lane, it doesn't. It depends on just how many shoppers you get, how many orders. With 10 shoppers, then our hostesses get $400 in free. They don't have to get 10. It's actually $20 an order. But if they get 10, then that's whenever it bumps up to $40. It could be 10 ladies shopping $20 each, or 10 ladies shopping $200 each. It doesn't matter. Like right now, I have a show this week. It's right at about $500 and we have 8 orders. Okay. So we're going to get 2 more and she'll get her $400. I have a show from last week that's at $1,700 and we got to, 10 orders, 12 orders. So it doesn't matter, which I think that just liberates the hostess caring if she invites her friends that have more disposable income or less. So that's really special. Okay. So the stylist, our hostesses also get half price and a lot of other perks too. Our stylist program are just honestly amazing. In terms of compensation, our stylists are paid between 30 and 50%. Okay. So on their own personal sales, that is the highest, paid comp plan in the industry. We also earn tons of free product. I'm not even going to go through it with you, but I think I have about $750 worth of product sitting in my account right now. Okay. There's a Mercedes car program, which is incredible, where you can earn it at the very first leadership level, which is very rare. You can either go get yourself a white Mercedes lease and you can earn $700 a month to pay for that lease, or you can actually just take a cash $500 and put it towards whatever. We're actually putting it towards my Volkswagen that I have. And so you can take the $500 or the $700. It's completely up to you, but it's a cash bonus program and it's awesome. They have 2 incentive trips a year. And while we aren't traveling at the moment, Park Lane knows, they know what's important to us and what drives us. And so right now we're working towards a trip to Bermuda. We just finished earning a trip to Ireland. We will take these trips whenever it's safe to take, but it's like, okay, I've never in my life been sitting here just with these international trips, waiting to take them whenever it's safe to go. But I think it's a very special thing about Park Lane. The direct appoint program. So I mentioned that earlier and Steph mentioned that as well, what's really special, and I don't know any other company that has this. If they have it, they don't advertise it and But the direct appoint program is basically like this. If a stylist has industry leader experience, they've been a leader in the industry before, maybe 10 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe they're currently with a company. Park Lane recognizes that experience. They recognize that you know what you're doing in terms of leadership and you've done this before. And so it's an interview process. They want to make sure that it's a good fit, but then they also want to make sure that your experience is appropriately recognized in Park Lane. So you can come over, you can start with Park Lane at the leadership level that is similar to what you have accomplished in the past. It's kind of like, if in my previous pharmaceutical sales job, I was an executive sales rep. If I were to leave that company and go to another company, I would not start at the entry-level sales position. I just wouldn't. I've gone past that. I've earned more. And so I think that should be honored at the new company. So Park Lane has that and it's really special. And then of course, another really important thing is that the industry experience, you never go backwards. When you promote up with Park Lane, you never go back. Bethany is nodding her head right now. You never go backwards. You promote up and you will be at that career title forever. You'll be at that pay rank forever. You only change career titles whenever you go up one more. You also always earn at that level. And so if your commissions bump up from 30% to 35% on your personal sales, then you're going to earn that forever until you go up to the next one. So that's also very rare. I don't think any other company does that. So that's kind of a lot. I really condensed it. I tried to, but now I'd like to talk about real quickly as to why right now is a really great time to actually dive into this. If you think about doing it for just a couple of months in order to earn some income for Christmas or the holidays, or if you're thinking, I've really been just wanting to do something for myself and I need something of my own. But we refer to, so right now, the portion I'm going into is why now. So we refer to this quarter as the golden quarter, okay? So it's just the best quarter of the year, and I don't need to explain why. It's just holiday time. Jewelry is extremely giftable, as Steph mentioned earlier. And with the sale, it makes it very affordable as well. We're at a time in our Park Lane where we're actually building the next generation of stylists and leaders. So it's kind of like a ground floor opportunity, but with an established company. And really what that means is, like I mentioned, you go through generations. And so whenever I started with Park Lane, I had never heard of it, but it's been around for 65 years. And that just has everything to do with where the sales force is at the moment in terms of those that are wanting to retire and then bringing in, the next generation. So that is basically what that means. And I can tell you that our business does really, really well in economically hard times. It just does. It's a time when people are like, you know what? I'm taking matters into my own hands. I am going to be in charge of what I earn. And that's why so many people jump into this during this time. Also, people love to gather, whether it be online or in person. So I started my business in a recession 12 years ago, and it's really fun to be a part of it again, at this point. And then the last thing that I want to share in terms of why now is, like I said, I've been doing this for 12 years, and I cannot tell you how incredibly grateful I am to be with a company while it's kind of a ground floor opportunity in terms of how many people have heard of it. It's interesting when you start talking about Park Lane, then you're going to start hearing people, oh, I've been shopping Park Lane for years. But with a company who's literally been there, done that. I mean, at this time that we're in this year, this company has been through wars. It's been through multiple recessions. It's been through, I'm not going to go, I'm really bad at history, modern history, but it's been through a lot. And so when this whole thing happened in March, in April, I was just like, oh my God, I can't even imagine if I was with a company that didn't know what to do whenever everything crashed. Okay. They're like, whatever, we've been there. We know exactly what our stylists need right now. And they gave us exactly what we needed in order for all of our businesses to flourish. So that I'm entirely grateful for. And that's what you get when you're with a company that's been around for 65 years. So what it costs to join. Okay. It's $99. All right, we have a quick start kit that we have available until next, is it until middle of October, Steph, or is it middle of October right now?
Yes, I believe
okay.
so. I think it's for until the middle of October, I feel like.
Okay, so October 14th, it's Wednesday. Yep. I only know it's because my birthday. I know that's October 14th is on Wednesday. So it's a quick start kit that's available for $99. And with that, you get a $500 credit to start your collection. Okay. So we have another kit on top of that, but that $99 quick start is available until Wednesday. Right now it's available till Wednesday. I don't know if they'll extend it, but what we do know, it's available until Wednesday, October 14th. But there's also another kit. It's $229. And with that, you get $1,000 in credits. And the third kit is $639 and you get $2,500 in credits. I'm honest, with every single new stylist or someone that I'm talking to, I recommend one of the first two. And with all of these kits, your website is included in the first year. So it's free for the first year. And that actually was something that was changed actually after Steph and I came on. So I love that it's included in the first year. So, okay. So just to kind of wrap this up, the last question that I usually get is, can you do this? Like Steph said, like, do you have to have fashion experience? No. Do you have to have teaching experience? Like, I wish I had it sometimes because I feel like they can put things together more simply than people like me. But no. Do you have to have business experience? No. Do you have to have sales experience? Absolutely not. Do you have to be an extrovert? No. I'm trying to think of all the things. Do you have to have a ton of time? No. Do you have to be a stay-at-home mom? No. We have women that work very, very full-time jobs, and this is their them time. We have women that are surrounded by all men, male dogs, and spend all their time on the baseball field, and this is their girl time. It's absolutely something that you can do at your pace, and you can, oh, whoops, there's another person waiting. You can do at your pace and get whatever it is that you're looking for from it. Steph, were you going to say something?
Well, I see one of the questions right here. It says, do you have to sell a certain amount per year, quarter, or month? No, there are no minimums. The one thing that you do need to do is sell at least $300 in 6 months, in a 6-month period. And if you don't, then you go inactive. But that honestly usually won't happen, even if you're just kind of promoting your website, especially this time of the year. Yeah, but there's no minimums. They're not going to kick you out after a month if you don't sell a certain amount.
Right. Yeah, thank you. I actually had my waiting room thing over the questions, so I didn't.
No, that's okay.
So thank you very much. And then the other thing that I like to just share is, if you know 2 to 3 people that will help you get started, then there's no reason not to try. I like to say, you don't have to get married to Park Lane. You can just kind of try it on for size. You can do 2 or 3 shows, see if you like it. If you decide, you know what, it's not for me, then you earned a little extra. I think most people are like, what? Actually, this is awesome, especially being able to do it from home. So you can try it on for size, especially at this time of the year. There are people are going to be buying jewelry somewhere for gifts, and it's really fun for them just to be able to shop with a friend. Let's see, what last little thing did I have?
There's another question here too. Can you earn hostess credits as a stylist? Yes. That is also a really amazing perk with Park Lane. Just like Allie just said, you can just try it out for the season and earn some commission. You can also be your own hostess every week if you wanted to. There's no limit on, you can only host your own party, once a month or twice a year. You literally can host all the time and benefit from the hostess credits as well.
That's a really good question. And also, we actually recommend that whenever you start, that you host your own first show whenever you start, because not only are you going to be earning, but you're going to, you get 10 friends shopping, you get $400 in hostess credits to add to your display without having to buy any extra jewelry. Like Olivia right now, I'm helping Olivia launch on Thursday. She has signed up. She even already hosted a show a few weeks ago, but we're going to do a launch so she can get $400 more in free jewelry in order for her to add some more pieces to her display. So we'll also help her, book some shows with her friends. And so that's how we recommend starting. So that's a really great question. The last thing that I just wanted to share, and this really comes from just like the sisterly advice. I have 2 sisters. I do this, but I would tell a friend this. Don't let fear stand in your way of actually giving yourself, what's the word I'm looking for? Give yourself a chance to actually go and do this. This is not as hard as it looks. It doesn't even look hard, but it doesn't as hard as what you're telling yourself that it might be. We have this incredible community of women that I've been in this industry for 10 years or 12 years, and I've never seen the community that we have here on our team at Park Lane. And so don't let fear be the thing that keeps you from, voting on yourself and just trying something like this. So are there any questions that we have? I know that you did a live from your laundry room tonight.
I
Awesome.
love that, River, because as I'm sitting here now, I keep on muting myself because I'm just in my dining room and my house is very open, and I've got my husband, my son going up and down the steps, and I'm like looking over at them like, really? But this is what happens in lives, my parties too. Like I'll be doing them and my 10-year-old son will come behind me and give me a hug and just say hi to everybody. And it's real. We're all real people. So, there's nothing to be fearful about. Like Allie said, it's not scary to do. Anybody can do this around family, around dogs that are barking, whatever it may be.
Yeah, I think most of I have one child. So every house we have, there's an extra bedroom for an office. But every single stylist, I think, that has joined during this COVID time, they're at their dining room table. And that is where they're doing their parties. And sometimes the kids come in and sometimes they're like shushing their family. But, the dog's barking on this, whatever. It's just real super cash. People like to see you in your element.
Mm-hmm.
What is the renewal for your website? So it's $99 a year. Barking dogs. Yeah. Yes, Jeannie has a yippy dog. It's a topic. Any other questions?
These are great questions. The other thing I think, I'm not sure if you said this or not. I know when we were going through the stylist information, we also have an amazing fundraiser program. So if that is near and dear to your heart, I just had somebody sign on a couple weeks ago, and that is truly what she wants to do with this business. She is going to be doing fundraisers. We have this incredible program where Park Lane gives back 50% of all the sales to your fundraiser. So we can tell you more about that. We won't go on and on about that, but it is a very special program that I've never heard any other company do. Looking at the other questions here.
Oh, that's a good question. Yes, you do pick your own jewelry. I think I left that out. So your $500 in credits that you get, or your $1,000 in credits, you do get to choose your own jewelry. We have a shopping kit guide that comes with your welcome email. There are a few limitations on it just because they are newer pieces that have high turnover, but yes, you do get to pick your own jewelry. Were you gonna say something, Steph?
Well, Nicole says over here in the chat that she's worried that current people won't buy from Park Lane because they can find other companies that are less expensive. And here's what I'm going to tell you, Nicole, is that once your customers, I would not be worried about that. First of all, we have amazing jewelry, and it is very quality jewelry as well. And what's going to happen is your customers are going to hear about the deals, and they're going to feel like they've gotten such an amazing deal with like $100 piece that they can get for 25 or 50% off. My customers have been blown away, and I have not had any issues with anybody saying that they can buy from a cheaper company. They know our quality is really top notch.
Holly, I want to just answer. I'm sorry, Holly, it's $99 a year for the website, not $19.99 or whatever you thought I said. So sorry about that.
Yeah. And I'm seeing that, Tanya, yeah, you are. We also have really great special pieces that come, like some retired pieces that we can always get as monthly specials for $15, $20, $30. There's some really great deals in there.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. These are all great.
It's interesting. I'll just speak on the price point for a second. Yeah. So, and if you've ever sold something before, if you're working with another company that has a different price point, there's always a fear of change of the price point. So the company that I worked with before had a significantly higher price point. So my fear that I told myself, it's just this thing we tell ourselves stories, is that my customers are going to think the jewelry is cheap because the jewelry has less, the prices are lower. I came and I realized that they loved creating their own sale. And they actually told me that they thought the quality and the design was better. That's what I heard. Now, I've also spoken with other stylists that have worked with other companies where the price point was lower. And they've been afraid that whenever they come to Park Lane, because Park Lane has a higher price point than maybe what they have been selling before, so that their customers are going to think that it's too expensive. Well, what I hear those ladies tell me from what their clients are telling them is that the quality of the jewelry, I've heard words like it's grown-up jewelry. I've heard words like, if I'm going to have something that I can wear for a few years, then I don't mind paying an extra $20 for it. And then the design of many of the pieces are very classic designs versus a very uber niche, trendy something that you may wear for a couple months because like the feather is the thing of the month or whatever. And so, or, you know, neon pink is what we're wearing in July. So, that's what I hear. So I know it seems a little, you know, it's usually the stories we create in our minds of what it's going to be, when things are different than what we're used to. So,
yeah, so true. All right.
Okay. Well, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Tanya, me
Quality
too.
in the family.
Okay. I think we have answered all of our questions, right? And in true mom form, I actually have to go dance now.
There you go. You
Drive to dance. So I think
you,
we have answered our questions, right, Steph?
I think we are good. There's just, nope, I don't see any other questions. We're just excited for you guys to potentially join us. You're going to love it. If you do, we really hope that you give it a shot. Like Allie said, face the fear, just do it. We're all here to help you. We're one big happy family over here. We really are. So
I am really quickly, if you are not in the Learn More About Park Lane Jewelry group,
smart.
you need to be. I am going to paste that right here in the comments just because I can't think of what else to do at this moment. Join that because that's where we've pushed this video live to. If you're a stylist, you definitely want to be in there. What?
I said Tish just posted that, but that was you. You're Tish tonight.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm Tish. I'm actually Allie.
I know.
Tish is my big sis. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for joining. Steph, thanks for helping, you know, do this with me. And I hope this was really helpful. And I really look forward to seeing a lot of you being welcomed in our Treasure Tribe Facebook group.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Have a good night.